Okay, guys, we have a special guest. This is Melissa. Her child, Alex, has autism, and she's gonna, well, actually, I'm going to ask a few questions. She is going to answer them.
Hi.
It's okay. How is it like to have a child with autism?
Well, Alex is like other kids in a lot of ways. He likes swimming and listening to music and playing with his iPad and playing sports, but he can also be different and challenging at times, but it can also be rewarding, and we love him very much, and we would do anything to help him.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Go. Does Alex have any special talents, i.e. music, computers, art?
Actually, he has a couple. This is really interesting. Alex can balance on anything. With one leg, two legs, anything. And he also has really quick reflexes, which means if you throw a ball to him, he can catch it without looking.
Oh. I actually have to relate to that. I heard that some people with autism have a hard time with balance and coordination. So he's probably good at that. He's more of a coordinator.
It is very interesting. Alex, a lot of kids get physical therapy. He never got physical therapy.
And he still knows how to balance on anything?
Yeah, he's actually pretty good at athletics and things like that. And you're right, some kids do struggle with that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Does anyone help him at school? If so, who? Or does he need a special teacher?
Alex actually goes to private school, so all the teachers and staff at his school can help him, which is different because in the public schools, a lot of times, either the kids are in a collaborative class that has a special ed teacher and a regular teacher, so the special ed teacher would be there for the child with autism, or sometimes the child has an aide that can help them, that kind of follows them around all day. But for Alex, different.
Yeah. At my school, I had this friend, and she has an aide, even though she's not autistic.
Some kids have aides, yeah, it just to help them get along in school.
Yeah. What are some things Alex is lacking in? Does not have to be school related.
Okay. Alex actually is nonverbal, which means he doesn't speak. So actually he uses an iPad to help him communicate. There's an app called Touch Chat, but they call it like a communication device because he can tell you his wants and needs by using.
That was actually one of my questions. So you kind of did answer that question. It was, how does Alex communicate if he doesn't speak? I've also read a book called Out of My Mind, and she has a computer, but it's not for games. It's like it talks for her.
Yep. His has voice output as well.
Yeah.
So he says, I want water. It comes from the device, which is actually an iPad too. But this particular iPad is only used for communicating, not for playing games.
Okay. When did you find out Alex had autism?
We found out at 17 months, so he was still really young. He wasn't making all of his milestones, like pointing, waving, clapping, speaking. So we had him evaluated by early intervention, and that's when he was diagnosed.
So they took a test to find out if they have autism?
Yeah, a psychologist came to the house and just did some tests on him, and that's when they knew.
Okay. I have a little question. Alright. How high is the autism level on the spectrum? If you do not know what this means or do not want to answer, it is okay.
No, that's okay. I guess you would say Alex is severely autistic, mostly because he's nonverbal. So that would put him at a lower functioning level. Although he can do a lot of things, being nonverbal is a big step.
So you'd say he's kind of in the middle, so like physically he's like above average, but not verbally he's below average?
Yeah, you can say that.
Who is involved with helping Alex with his autism? OT specialist, guidance counselor, something like that?
There's actually a lot of people involved in Alex's life. He has ABA therapists that come after school. He has teachers.
Wait, can you pause for a second? What is an ABA teacher?
It's applied behavior analysis. So it's actually a way of teaching him and helping him learn. So, for example, I guess if you wanted Alex to answer a math question and he didn't want to, you would say, well, if you answer the math question, you can, have a cookie. So it sounds a little like bribing, but it's not, and it works.
And so you can go on, you said teacher also?
The teachers, the therapists, there's recreational staff. He takes a sports class. He goes to programs on Saturdays. And the family, too. Our family is very involved in helping him.
Okay. I don't have any more questions on the sheet, but I want to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
So now that you brought these things up, you said that Alex does sports. Does he do sports with people who are non-autistic?
He actually does sports one-on-one with an instructor. He's been doing it since
how long?
Other children.
Since when?
Since he was 4.
Oh. So he plays...
But he doesn't do it with other children. He does it one-to-one with an instructor. So they play, they hit balls off the tee, they shoot baskets, they jump over hurdles, they kick the soccer ball around.
Let's see. Is there any other interesting facts that you would like to tell us about Alex and how he...
Say that again.
Is there any interesting facts you want to tell us?
I could just end by saying he's really loving and sweet boy. He loves music. I loves swimming. He could be in a swimming pool all day. He loves to go on long rides to wherever. He loves being in a car. He's a great kid.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lily.
Bye.
Bye.